In the world of virtual desktops, there's this hidden component, a total unsung hero that just makes everything work. It's the secret key that unlocks your company's entire digital directory. But if it breaks, your whole environment just grinds to a halt. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the small but absolutely mighty Horizon Domain Bind account. I mean, really think about it for a second. When you log in, how does your virtual desktop instantly know who you are? Especially in a massive company, right? With different departments, maybe multiple directories that don't even talk to each other. How does it find you in all that mess? It feels like magic, but it's not. It's this one account.
And the answer to that question is this: a secure, read-only diplomat. I want you to imagine giving someone a special passport to every single corner of your organization's digital world. They can go anywhere, read any file, confirm any identity, but they have one unbreakable rule. They cannot change a single thing. Not one word. They are a trusted envoy, an information gatherer, and we call it the Domain Bind account.
Okay, let's really dive in and unpack this thing. What exactly is this account, and what makes it so special? Well, at its heart, it's your system's designated information courier. It's just tirelessly and securely ferrying identity data back and forth so you can get to your work. So here's the formal definition. It's a dedicated service account that Horizon uses to read information from Active Directory. Now, think of Active Directory as your company's massive, super complex digital phone book. The Bind account has permission to read that phone book, to look up names, check group memberships, but it can't add or delete a single entry. And those two words, dedicated and read, they are everything. And that one simple job, it enables some incredibly powerful stuff. It's the bridge between Horizon and that company phone book, Active Directory. And that bridge is what lets Horizon check your ID when you log in. That's authentication. And then it hands you the keys to the right desktops and apps. That's entitlements. But what's really cool is how it works in these huge, messy environments. If you've got multiple directories that don't trust each other, this account just acts as a neutral go-between. It saves admins from a world of headaches. So, we know the what and the why. Now let's get into the how. How does this all actually work in practice? Second by second, when you're just trying to log in. What's really brilliant is that this slide sums up its entire security philosophy in just 5 words. Look, but don't touch. That's its prime directive. It has read-only permissions. It can ask Active Directory, hey, who is this user? But it can never tell Active Directory, change this user's password. That idea, the principle of least privilege, is exactly what makes it so secure and so vital. And here's the play-by-play. It's this super fast 4-step process. Step 1, you request a desktop. Step 2, Horizon immediately sends the Bind account over to Active Directory. Step 3, the account shows your credentials and asks, is this person legit and what are they allowed to see? And then step 4, AD gives the thumbs up and bam, access granted. This whole trip happens faster than you can even blink. But listen, it's not just for user logins. It's also a critical tool for the admins. As this quote points out, this is the account that lets an administrator peek into Active Directory to assign entire groups of users to their correct virtual desktops. It's how the finance team gets the finance desktop, without any guesswork.
So yeah, this humble little account is doing a ton of heavy lifting. And that brings us to maybe the most important part of this whole explainer. Why managing it correctly isn't just a best practice. It is absolutely mission critical.
So let me ask you a question. It's a question that keeps system administrators up at night. What happens if this account's password expires? The answer is simple, and it's devastating. Your Horizon environment simply stops working. The bridge is gone. User logins fail. Single sign-on is dead. Admins can't make changes. Your entire, beautifully designed virtual desktop world just grinds to a catastrophic halt. So the crucial point is this. Preventing that catastrophe is all about proper management. These aren't suggestions, they're basically commandments. Number 1, if your security policy allows it, set that password to never expires. Full stop. If you can't, you have to track its expiration date like a hawk. And for real peace of mind, you configure a secondary or auxiliary bind account. It's your failsafe. If the primary goes down, the backup just seamlessly takes over, and your users, they'll never even know anything was wrong. Okay, so now that we've covered how to keep the Bind account safe, let's tackle one last thing, a super common point of confusion. You'll often hear about another account called the Domain Join account. They sound almost the same, but confusing them can lead to major headaches. Their jobs are night and day. And this slide makes the distinction crystal clear with two perfect analogies. Think of the domain bind account as the librarian. Its job is to read the existing books, verifying users who are already in the system. The domain join account, on the other hand, is the builder. Its job is to create new things. It literally builds the new computer houses in Active Directory when a brand new virtual desktop is spun up. The librarian reads what's there, the builder adds something new. It's really that simple. All right, let's bring this all home. After everything we've talked about, what's the key takeaway? What's the one thing you really need to remember about your secure librarian? It's this right here. The domain bind account is a small key that unlocks your entire directory, but it does it safely and securely. It doesn't own the building. It can't rewrite the books inside, but it has that unique master key to read anything, all without ever putting the whole library at risk. It's a tiny component with an absolutely colossal responsibility. And that leaves us with one final, pretty important question for you to take back to your own environment. Is your infrastructure's librarian as secure and reliable as it needs to be? Is its password set to never expire, or is it a ticking time bomb? Do you have a backup? Because making sure this one tiny, unseen account is properly configured isn't just IT housekeeping. It's the very bedrock of a stable and secure virtual world.